Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Meech Mobile Mechanic. Today we got 2014 Ford Fusion. This is here. This is it here. We're doing a valve cover gasket and also spark plugs. This is your valve cover. The gasket is in between, which I will be showing you. These are the coil packs here. The spark plugs are down in there. Customer had a problem with the oil leaking into the spark plugs, which is a common valve cover gasket situation. So we will be replacing that today. Stay tuned and find out how to change a valve cover gasket on a Ford Fusion. And again, the view may not be the best. I'm doing the best I can to get you guys a view that you deserve. Any questions, please leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer. Here go our parts here. We have the valve cover gasket and we have the Motorcraft spark plugs for Ford. First thing first is we want to take off this air intake cover here. It's like a hose. It's held on by three 10mm bolts. We want to take that off. All right, now first thing first, we're taking off this cover. There is three 10mm bolts that holds this air duct on, the air hose, whatever you want to call it. The first one is here. It says right here. That's the first 10mm bolt. The second 10mm bolt is right here, literally right there. See my hands? Go ahead and take that off. My apologies, there is two 10mm bolts that hold this on, but we'll go ahead and remove this. All right, now you want to go ahead and pull a wire harness off the coil packs. Just press the lever down, pull it back on the wire harnesses, pull it back, and then you want to take that sensor off as well. There you go. You want to unplug this sensor from here. There you go. Then you need an 8mm for the bolts on the coil packs. 8mm. Take these off. Make sure to always put the bolts somewhere where you don't lose them and they don't fall, they can't roll off. All right, now we go ahead and pull the coil packs out. Now see, sometimes you get stuck coil packs like this. What you want to do is the boot, you want to kind of twist it like this to kind of break free, and it makes it easier to come out once you twist it. Sometimes you may have to get like some pliers or something to pull them out, but go ahead and we're gonna twist the rest of them. Since now that we know one of them are like that, go twist them and pull them up, pull them off. These boots are stuck on here. All these boots are stuck on here, so we're going to definitely have to get some pliers, some needle nose or something to pull these out. See, yeah, these were some bad boots. These were very, very, very bad, and the customer may have to replace them. All right, once you got all the coil packs out, you want to go ahead and remove the fuel injector wire harnesses right here. You just you push a clip and pull up. It comes right off. All right, now you get you a trim tool, whether it's something like this here, plastic, or metal like this. It doesn't really matter. You want to pop up the wire harness that's connected to the bolts right here. You want to pop those wire harness up. There's some here, 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 and here. Those are where it's located at. There's also the wire harness also connected to the valve cover right here, and also right here. So you want to go ahead and use your trim tool to pop those connectors off. Now there is a hose. This is a hose right here. What you want to do is reach your finger under it. You can feel there's a little clip. Push the clip back, pull it back on the hose. Hose come off, detaches. So you want to make sure you detach that hose. You want to remove the oil dipstick. Pull that out. Set it to the side. And then also, because we are changing the spark plugs, we want to take this time to go ahead and remove each spark plugs. You will need a 5/8 millimeter socket. Now your extension don't have to be this long. I'm just using this extension here. It's just for me. Your extension does not have to be this long at all. But you want to go ahead and break them loose with your hand. If you're using a power tool, break it loose with your hand, then use a power tool to extract the spark plug. There you go. Just that easy. Spark plugs are out. Set them to the side. You want to move to the next one. And it's like this for all of them. Break them loose with your hand, like that. Then use a tool. There you go. You do that for all the spark plugs. All right, now you need a size 8 millimeter deep well socket. Now we're going to take off the valve cover itself. There are 14 bolts that hold this valve cover on. Right here, there is a nut on top of the bolt. So you have to remove this nut with an 8 millimeter socket. Then under that would be a bolt you remove with an 8 millimeter socket. And let's go ahead and do that. I'll show you how to do a couple of bolts real quick. There's 2 of them right here. You want to break loose with your hand. Always break loose with your hand. Then use the tool. These are meant to stay. They're not going to come all the way out. They are meant to stay with the valve cover. Remember that. You are not to take these all the way out. There you go. All right there. So that's 3. That's 2. These are 3. And you also want to remove this sensor right here. One thing I didn't do, you want to take that sensor off. Now you see how that, remember to save the screw, remember where it goes. Do not lose the screw and do not lose this sensor. And remember that they go together. They are not separate. Do not put this screw somewhere else. So keep track of all your bolts and where they go. All right, my bad. I told you guys something. So this nut that's on top of the 8 millimeter bolt, my apologies, that is not an 8 millimeter socket. It is a 10 millimeter socket nut on top of the 8 millimeter socket bolt that you will need to take off. So use a 10 millimeter socket to take the nut off on top, then an 8 millimeter to take the valve cover bolt out. All right, so now with the valve cover bolts, screws unfastened, all the wire harness and everything is out the way. The hose, the PCV valve hose is disconnected. The dipstick is disconnected. We can go ahead and we can remove the valve cover. See? Now we are here. So you want to make sure, take a razor blade, see, where's that? Let me get you a razor blade, show you real quick. So something like this, razor blade, or you can use your hand, and you want to gently go against the edges to get any gaskets that's stuck on there. If there's no gaskets, you don't need this. If there's no gaskets stuck, you want to clean this area though. You want to clean it without gouging or breaking or cutting into it. So the customer was getting oil in their spark plugs. These gaskets that goes right here, the gasket that goes along here, is what failed, causing the oil to come through here into the spark plug, which you can kind of see a little bit into there. The oil was coming up through here and seeping into there. That was the customer's problem. So that's what we're fixing. This is the gasket here, these blue things. You want to go ahead and remove the old gasket. Pull these out, get them out the way. You no longer need them. Then you want to take some brake cleaner. You want to spray inside of here and clean this area out, wiping it down with a paper towel. Now you want to get the new gaskets and you want to install them how the valve cover is shaped. Make sure you install them right, just how the valve cover is. Now, while this is open like this, you can actually go ahead and reinstall the spark plugs if you would like. After putting the spark plugs in, you want to thread them by hand first before you use a tool. All right, once you're done with the valve cover gasket, putting it on, make sure it fit the correct size. You put it in, tighten everything down, put everything back, and you're good to go. Have a great day.